Frankenstein a la Shmoop, representation of religion. Well, what's up with the God-Adam imagery?
Victor Frankenstein is playing God. That's one of the kind of easiest mappings to have. He is trying to create life. It doesn't work.
Right.
So we kind of get this idea of, okay, you can't play God. God's the only one who can create life. Then we have Frankenstein's monster as Adam, the first man. This actually maps onto the Bible pretty well because there's that one scene in Frankenstein when Frankenstein's monster goes up to Victor and he's like, I'm not gonna kill you and your entire family if you create essentially like a female partner for me.
Bride of Frankenstein with funky hair.
Exactly, which only happens in the sequel.
Right.
He basically asks Victor, he asks his god to create an Eve for him. That doesn't happen. But we see the monster describing this like idyllic setting in South America, and like he and his lady friend are like, you know, having fun and like relaxing and frolicking around in like this super idyllic setting, and we're like, oh, hello, Garden of Eden. We never get to that point in Frankenstein. As I said, Bride of Frankenstein only happens in the sequel, the movie sequel. So we never get to the point of Adam having his Eve, but there is that definite mapping of Frankenstein's monster saying, hey, you created me, guess what's next? Like, have you read the Bible? Next, Eve is created, and I need an Eve.
What idea does the epigraph set up in Frankenstein?
The epigraph, which is like the kind of quote that comes at the opening of a story, a quote from another work of literature that opens a story. The epigraph of Frankenstein comes from John Milton's Paradise Lost. Did I request thee, maker, from my clay to mold me man? Did I solicit thee from darkness to promote me? So that quote comes from the part of Paradise Lost, like after Adam and Eve have eaten the fruit and, you know, everything's gone to you know what. That question basically brings us back to this question of, you know, whose fault is it? Who's the victim? Because, you know, Adam is asking God, like, I didn't ask you to create me. And that's really what Frankenstein's monster is saying to Victor. Like, you brought me into this world. Like, how is this my fault? Even though I'm killing your entire family, how is this my fault? And so it kind of harkens back to at least Milton's interpretation of the Bible, which is what a lot of people were kind of using to map onto the Bible at that point.
What similarities do Victor and the monster share with God and Adam? What is an epigraph? What idea does the epigraph set up in Frankenstein?
Oh, hello, Garden of Eden.